Smoke devoured the valley of the Thames, where a dream was about to fall with its warrior.
Stand firm, my brothers! Today, the land itself fights beside us!
Against the tide of empire, Tecumseh led not men Clund, but the last breath of a nation's hope.
They're breaking through! Hold the line!
One shot pierced the smoke trailed and ended a rebellion born of unity. When Tecumseh fell, a dream fell with him. A dream of a united native nation. In 1768, among the Shawnee at Old Piqua, a child was born Dor, destined to carry the weight of nations.
My son shall grow strong as the Shawnee spirit.
Tecumseh's childhood began in a world of song, fire, and stories false, yet shadows already gathered on the horizon.
The whites come closer each year, like a storm without end.
In 1774, Tecumseh's father marched to Point Pleasant, never to return.
The Battle of Point Pleasant took his father Newland and sowed the seed of vengeance in the boy's heart.
Your father has fallen, my son. His spirit walks with the Great One now.
The Shawnee were forced westward, each mile carving sorrow into Tecumseh's childhood. Even as a child, Tecumseh watched, learning the fire of resistance.
Remember the warriors who stood unbroken. Their spirits walk beside us still.
One day, all tribes shall stand together as Sac, like the river that never breaks.
Steady your hand, boy. A warrior's strength is in his heart, not his arm.
His people's homes turned to ash asore, and so Tecumseh's heart hardened with each loss. Through play, he learned the art of command, his voice already carrying authority.
Remember, Tecumseh Sayed, a leader speaks for all, not for himself.
From loss and fire, the boy forged his resolve to become more than a warrior.
As he grew, Tecumseh's skill with bow and tomahawk marked him as a rising warrior.
We must stand together, or we shall vanish alone.
He mastered ambush and stealth, turning the forest into a weapon.
For the Shawnee!
The Shawnee, Delaware, Miami, and Wyandot pledged unity, a brotherhood of survival.
They moved with the rivers, silent, swift, unseen.
Tecumseh fought through the Northwest Indian War, battle after battle across the frontier.
Alone we fall, Drum. Together we endure.
To arms! They're inside! No! We fight soldiers, not children!
The war devoured both sides, each victory shadowed by loss.
Unlike others, Tecumseh demanded order, a pair. Warriors who could fight as one.
At Fallen Timbers in 1794, the Shawnee lines held briefly before the overwhelming force of the U.S. Army pushed.
It's all lost.
Divided, we fall. United, we might survive.
From defeat rose a vow, Jim, Tecumseh would build not just warriors, but a nation united. Tecumseh set out to unite the tribes, his voice carrying farther than the rivers.
This land belongs to all of us, Crow. Not to be sold, not to be broken. The Great Spirit calls us to rise to ride, together as one. On the Tippecanoe River, Prophetstown rose, the heart of a dream.
Tribe by tribe, his words bound them tighter. Shawnee, Delaware, Miami, and more.
The Great Spirit has chosen this path, Onen.
Your dream is bold, Tecumseh, but our people will not follow. Sell a country? Why not sell the air, the great sea, as well as the earth?
Prophetstown grew not just in numbers, but in spirit.
The Great Spirit gave us this land of Hoblet, not to one tribe, but to all.
Here, women tilled and raised children, Codrin, their strength no less than the warriors. From the lakes to the forests, the dream spread like fire in dry grass.
Follow the path of the Great Spirit. Turn from the ways of the whites.
His words traveled faster than horse or fire to Sayre, a vision carried by messengers.
This land is a gift of the Great Spirit Fukre, and it shall never be sold.
Prophetstown became a beacon Fekert, a nation of nations, bound by Tecumseh's vision. To Governor Harrison, Tecumseh was not just a leader, he was the greatest threat in the West. In 1810, Tecumseh rode into Vincennes, demanding to be heard.
Sell a country? Why not sell the air, the great sea, as well as the earth?
Your Confederacy will not stand. We will not yield.
Tecumseh left Vincennes Istorti, more determined than ever to build his Confederacy. Southward he rode, seeking allies among Creek, Chickasaw, and Choctaw.
The Great Spirit blesses this place. None shall destroy it.
March on Prophetstown Thames! We end this threat now!
In November 1811, Harrison marched with 1,000 men toward Prophetstown.
Defend the Prophetstown!
Prophetstown burned Stan, the vision wounded, but not destroyed.
I saw victory, but it was only smoke.
When Tecumseh returned, he saw not victory, but ashes.
The whites will pay for this fire, Etienne. We will rise stronger. For Tecumseh. For the Shawnee. For the land.
Amid ruins, Tecumseh vowed revenge, Tracund, and the dream of unity burned brighter still. In 1812, war erupted between the United States and Britain's Scythe, and Tecumseh saw a chance.
We fight beside the British, not for their crown, but for our land.
Together with Major General Brock, Tecumseh forged an uneasy alliance.
We strike swiftly before they gather their strength.
At dawn, Tecumseh led his warriors across the river to Detroit.
Led by Tecumseh, the Shawnee surged forward, fearless and determined to strike the enemy lines.
My God, they move like shadows! They're everywhere, we're surrounded!
Without firing a shot, Detroit fell howled, a triumph shared by Tecumseh and Brock.
You, Tecumseh, are the noblest warrior I've ever met. We fight as brothers, but our hearts serve different masters.
General Brock fell in battle, and with him, Tecumseh lost a trusted ally.
You hide behind walls while my people bleed!
Orders are orders. We must retreat.
He fought beside the British, yet he felt their cause was not his own.
The British fight for empire. I fight for existence.
Tecumseh fought not for empire, but for existence, the freedom of his people. As the British retreated, Tecumseh saw betrayal, not strategy.
Let us die here, for our homeland!
He would not flee. The Shawnee would make their stand by the river.
Forward! Break their line!
Smoke swallowed the sun as Tecumseh's warriors met the tide.
For the Shawnee! For all our nations!
One by one, his allies fell, their courage tested to the limits.
The British fled. The natives stood alone.
A single shot cut through the roar Nafleemed, and the dream fell with him. His body was never found, Farid. Only his legend remained. At the Thames, an empire triumphed, but a spirit rose beyond death. Though the man fell, the dream endures, whispering still through the plains.
Long after the battle ended, the spirit of Tecumseh still moved through the plains.
The river that witnessed his fall now carries his legend. Where forests once stood, cities bear his name, Pekin, Tecumseh, Ohio, Michigan, Canada. His name endures in stone and spirit, not for conquest, but for unity. Even on the seas, his name sails Cultland, a warrior remembered by those who once conquered him.
Tecumseh dreamed of unity, Akarja. That lesson still matters today.
In galleries and memory, his image reminds the world of lost harmony.
The land he fought for now keeps his spirit tanned, eternal, unbroken.
Every drumbeat recalls his vowed fire to live free and stand together.
Remember Tecumseh, Face. He fought not for hate, but for the heart of our people.
In the breath of the plains, his dream still walks with the living earth.
He dreamed of one nation, united by the earth itself. And though the man fell, The dream still whispers through the plains.
From his dream grew generations that still honor the earth and each other.
His voice has become the wind Feond, and his dream, the heartbeat of the land.